What do you hear when I say Christmas music? I guess Mariah Carey, Bing Crosby, Paul McCartney, George Michael. And I think this is a completely natural reaction. Christmas is connected with joy, lights, warmth of our house, childhood memories, sweets, good food, white snow. But then, I'm sure I won't surprise anybody if I say that this is just a romanticized and pop cultural representation of the holiday. Exactly because of the pictures that pop up in our heads when we think about Christmas, the holiday might be pretty hurtful and difficult if the reality is far from white Christmassy and jingle belly image. So, it's no surprise that artists who felt the same took the opportunity and wrote heartbreaking stories with Christmas or at least winter in the background. Today I want to talk about my favorite songs that are generally considered Christmas songs but actually show a totally different side of the holidays. Sadness, fear, loneliness, abandonment. River by Joni Mitchell. This was actually the first Joni song I have ever heard. Back then I didn't really understand the song and I just felt that there is something special about it. It was released in 1971 as a part of the Blue album. At the time, Joni was living through heartbreak after the end of her relationship with Graham Nash, a musician known from the band Crosby, Nash, Stills and Young. However, I have come across a few different interpretations of the song and reasons for writing it. Ultimately, I believe that the lyrics mean whatever the listener wants them to mean. But let's take a look at some parts of the song. Starting with a rendition of Jingle Bells, one of the most Christmas songs of all time, but with a twist, minor key. I believe that even people who don't know anything about music theory can say that there is something off about this intro. Uncanny, something very well known, but at the same time weird.
Coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace.
Actually, these are the only lyrics that mention Christmas time. The only that mention joy and peace.
But it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene.
Joni talks about her personal experience, but in a way that anyone could relate. If not in reality, I believe that everyone had this moment in their life when they wanted to leave the place they were in. My favorite and also in my opinion the most heartbreaking part of the song is
I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I gone and lost the best baby that I ever had.
Not only Joni describes the love that she lost, but also shows herself in a very direct way. It seems like she blames herself for making her Christmas the way it is.
I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
When we think about White Christmas, it's usually soft, kind of cozy, white snow, light snowflakes falling from the sky. So how many of us during Christmas imagine a long and frozen river with ice so thick and long that we could actually take off while skating and fly as away from our world as possible? I believe it's a combination of lyrics, vocal delivery, and the raw piano sound which makes this song really heartbreaking piece of art in the middle of festive season. No harmonies, minimalistic production, something that I love, just the artist, their instrument, and their story. Warsaw Carol, Kolęda Warszawska. I think it's the most heartbreaking Christmas carols I have ever heard. The Warsaw Carol was recorded in 2000 as a part of Zbigniew Preisner album My Carols at the End of the Century. The lyrics are actually a poem by The song is set in the capital city of Poland, Warsaw, at the start of the Second World War. Actually, during the first Christmas of the war. Instead of beautiful Christmas markets that are in Warsaw today, we have a picture of a city destroyed by war with thousands of people who had died. The song refers to the birth of the Christ, but it's like a calling to Saint Mary to avoid Warsaw as a place to give birth to her son.
O matko, odłóż dzień narodzenia na inny czas.
I remember listening to the song as a child and basically crying every time I heard this part.
Bo nasze dzieci pod szrapnelami padły bez tchu.
Imagine how tragic the Christmas had to be if the author doesn't even want little God to experience it. The lyrics alone are strong, but if you add to that the melody, very much minimalistic production and the use of only one instrument, it makes it even more heart-wrenching. Just pay attention to how the song slows down at the end and how the piano plays just one single note before the words "at birth."
To lepiej zaraz po narodzeniu rzuć go na krzyż.
This is the furthest from the winter wonderland that we want to experience. Yet, still in many parts of the world, this is the Christmas reality.